Hey everyone, it's Kelsey. Welcome back to my channel, and today it's time to do my January reset for 2024. It's like crazy to think about, but here we are. I'm so ready to do this reset. I'm so ready to start a new year. I'm so excited for this next year and this next chapter and to see what it has in store. So, usual setup for the reset, I'm going to go through my December goals and talk about what I did, and then I will go through my January goals. My first December goal that I had was Vlogmas, which I did and I completed, and I'm super proud of myself. That was something, I've said this before, but that was something I've always wanted to do. It was kind of like a YouTube bucket list item for me. Even before I did YouTube, I was like always wanted to be someone who did YouTube and did Vlogmas, so I'm like so proud of myself for doing it. It definitely wasn't easy. Honestly, harder than I thought it was going to be. I knew it was going to be hard and a lot of work, but definitely difficult sometimes to find the motivation to film every day, especially like because I was working while doing it, like working another job, and then like even days where I felt like I like didn't have like a lot of content or didn't have a lot of stuff to film, or I wasn't always happy with the product, like I still kind of had to film. But it was super fun. I'm so glad I did it. I'm so proud of myself, and now I have it to look back on, which is really nice, and I think it helps me be more in the spirit this year for Christmas and everything. So then my December goal was to hit 100 subscribers, and I hit that before December, which is amazing. So thank you all so much. And I also am like already over halfway to 200, which again is amazing. Thank you all so much. I'm so glad you guys are enjoying this channel and that it's like a safe place for you and that you guys are just having a good time. I have a lot of fun making these videos for you, and I really enjoy it. And I'm glad that you guys are enjoying watching them as well and enjoying being on this journey of life with me. And then I had the usual to pay my credit bill, pay my car insurance, did all that. That's on here every month if you've been here for a while, not shocking. Then I put get Christmas presents for my family on here just because I like to put everything on my monthly goals list that I know I have to do, like to-do list wise, ahead of time. So that is why that is on there. I obviously did that. Then I had to make a 2024 vision board. I have not done that yet. I might do a 2024 like reset video and do it in that video. I haven't had time to do it, and I haven't been feeling the best. That's why, but I definitely want to do that at some point. I have like 2024 goals and like some stuff written down, but I haven't like actually sat down and made the vision board yet, and I really want to do that. Goes into the next goal, which is to do my 2024 goals list, which I have done, or at least started. It's not complete, but I have like a list on my iPad and a list on my phone. It's kind of in two different places, but yeah, so I started doing that obviously. And then I also have a video hit 5K views, and not only did I have a video hit 5K views, but I had put for my January goal to have a video hit 6K, and I already did that as well. So again, you guys are awesome. You guys are amazing. That's the Princess Polly try-on haul, which seems to be doing really well. So I guess you guys like that content. So I definitely want to do more like fashion and clothes content in the upcoming year, like in 2024. Because you guys seem to like watching it, and I do like making it. Then I had read one book because I had been in a reading slump, and I read more than one book this month. Don't actually know what the number was, honestly, in my head, like off the top of my head, but read one book, completed my Goodreads reading goal challenge for this year, which is nice. So definitely did that. I checked that off. I had on here to have a girls' night, which I didn't do. Like, I haven't gotten to see my friends in a bit, which stinks, but hopefully I'll be able to see them soon. But I had that on here, and then I have pay for hotel on here. Can't remember if I did that. I think I did. Don't know. Might not have. Then I had call dentist. I have not done that. I need to make a dentist appointment. I need to switch dentists, have one down here. I hate talking on the phone. I really do. I despise it. I'd almost rather like not do whatever it is I have to do if I can avoid talking on the phone. It's like an anxiety thing. I get really anxious talking on the phone. So I have to do that. It'll be fine. I can do it. I'll do it eventually. It's all good. Then I had on here to have more of an exercise routine, and that I did do. I started doing my yoga like every day. I actually started like working out again. Like, it's been good. I'm really proud of myself for kind of getting back into that, as it's not always easy to do. So those are all of my December goals. This is a little page. It's so cute. I kind of went with like a little like New Year's-y theme, but the shows and movies that I watched, I didn't watch a whole lot this month actually. I watched Nailed It, the holiday edition. Literally watched that like every night to go to bed. My Life with the Walter Boys, which I've talked about. High Tides, which I also talked about. And then Project Runway, I recently started watching because they put it on Netflix. So that's like all I watched this month. Enjoyed all of those. I would talk about High Tides of My Life with the Walter Boys in more depth, but I already talked about it a lot during Vlogmas. So then the books I read Almost Like Being in Love, which was like this like cute little novella where they get like stuck in this like castle in Scotland during Christmas. This is also one I've talked about, but I gave that 4 out of 5 stars. Then I read Same Time Next Year by Tessa Bailey, which was a like New Year's novella, and I gave that a 2 out of 5 stars. Really didn't like it, honestly. Sorry, not sorry. Then I read Faust, and I gave that 5 out of 5 stars. I also talked about that as well. It's like a classic, so I'm really happy that I'm getting back into reading like more classics and like continuing with that goal, because that was a goal that I had when I was in school. So I'm kind of glad that I'm getting back after it. Then I read Kingdom of the Feared by Carrie Maniscalco, and that was a 5 out of 5 star read for me as well. Buddy read that with my sister. We've got to pick something else to buddy read, honestly, because that was such a fun experience. And I'm really glad that I finished that trilogy, because that had been a goal of mine for a while to like, because the first book must have come out a while ago, and I read it right when it came out, and then I ordered the second one right when it came out, so I was like kind of behind. So I'm really glad that I finally did that, and I liked the series as much as I thought I was going to. Like the whole thing was a 5-star read for me, so I'm not surprised. Again, I talk about that a lot and have talked about it a lot this month. But then I just did like a little like follower count thing down here so I can like keep track, which is like crazy to see because I have like 163 subscribers right now, and the last one I wrote down for last month before December I was at like 93. So that's just like crazy and exciting to see, honestly. Then my monthly faves, again, I feel like I didn't do a whole lot this month. I was so overwhelmed with work and everything that like I really didn't do a lot, sadly, which is like kind of upsetting. But my monthly faves were vlogging is the first thing I put, because I love doing Vlogmas. It was kind of like the thing that brought me joy this month. So that's on there. The Sturniolo triplets on there. That's like all I watched. I mean, I watched some other people's content a little bit, obviously, but that was the majority of the content that I watched was the Sturniolo triplets. They're like the only people that can like make me laugh sometimes when I'm like upset. Then I put YouTube as a fave because I watched more YouTube than I did like any other like streaming service or anything like that. Yeah. And then I put my iPad, which, yeah, I just got it for Christmas, but it's already a monthly fave because I love it and I use it literally every day. Then Spotify, that's kind of always on a monthly fave. I think I literally listen to music like every day. Like I'm always listening to music. I love to listen to music. So then I put Teen Wolf on there because I kind of re-entered my Teen Wolf era again. I feel like I always enter my Teen Wolf era whenever I like don't feel well, like in any way, shape, or form, like mentally, physically, emotionally, and like it's just such a comfort show to me. Like Teen Wolf is like so comforting to me. Like I just love it. It's like that and like House of Anubis are just like, those are my like 2 comfort shows, honestly. Like then I put my lemon tea on here, which I forget exactly what it's called. I talked about it in my night routine video, but I have been like drinking this like lemon and something else tea, and it's delicious. Like it tastes good, but then it also is like super good for you as well. And whenever I drink it, like my skin starts glowing. Like it just seems very good for me. So that was definitely a monthly fave because I discovered it this month because my aunt gave it to us because she didn't want it, because she didn't like it, and it was delicious. So oh, and then another favorite that was technically November though, that I didn't put on here, but I don't know if I talked about it in November, so I'll talk about it now. My sister sent my dad like Bones coffee for his birthday, and she sent the Indiana Jones one and the Spider-Man one, and I love the Spider-Man flavor. It's like marshmallow something. It's delicious, so that would go on here too because it's so good. Then I have like happy things and sad things, and all the happy things and sad things are kind of things that I have already talked about, except for one thing that I don't want to talk about yet. I'm gonna do like a whole vlog about it and talk about it with you guys. But I completed a lot of my monthly goals. Like, well, I have that it snowed on here because I just wanted it to snow before Christmas, and it did once, and I'm happy. Like that's all I could ask for. Then obviously that I passed 100 subscribers. Did yoga again, which I talked about, and then just Christmas in general. It was a really good Christmas this year, so that was on there. Then for sad things, just that I was very anxious this month, as I've talked about. Work caused me a lot of anxiety for like 2 months, 3 months. Like, even my dad was saying, he's like, I feel like I hardly have seen you. Like, you just get home from work and you go home and go to bed, like even if it's like only 2 in the afternoon. Like, it just wore me down. So that was something. And then kind of on the same vein, I got sick and was like sick for most of this month, so that's on here. And then I had like pretty poor nutrition because I was so sick and anxious. I like just didn't want to eat, like I wasn't hungry. So that's on here because, you know, I don't want to have like poor nutrition. Like, I don't need to, like, you know, be the best in the world, but I don't want to be as bad as I was last month. January goals. First one, to pay my credit bill, because I think I have one thing that's going to be on there. I'm going to try to do like, actually I should put no spend January on here. I'm going to try to do like a no spend January, but I paid for a cruise excursion that I believe is on the credit card, so that I'll have to pay. Then I had to have a video hit 6K views, but I already hit that, so it's checked off on here. But then under it I said have a video hit 7K, so let's see if we can do that. And then I have hit 200 subscribers. We're at like 163, so I know we can do it, so I'm excited. Then I have to finish my WIP, which WIP stands for work in progress. I love writing, and I used to write full-time. I majored in English, and then I had a writing internship, and I pretty much wrote full-time for a year out of college. And then after I got laid off from that job, I bounced around. That's when I bounced around going to Disney and then went to Barnes & Noble. And I really want to get back to writing like more full-time in 2024. So I've been working on my current work in progress that I want to finish. It is the third one in the Chaser series, and if you don't know what that is, I should probably link it down below, but I do have like 2 books in that series already published. They're like self-published, and then they're also free on Kindle Unlimited if you have Kindle Unlimited. So I just really want to get back to doing that. It's just something I enjoy. It brings me comfort, it brings me peace. I like having like something to dive into and express my creativity, so I want to finish like writing that, at least like hit the word count I want to hit and everything. So then I just have on here feel more inner peace, because I was so anxious for really the past few months, but December was pretty bad, and I just want to like just feel more inner peace, feel more zen. Like, that's just, I had to put on here as a goal because I hope that for myself. Like, that's just what I want. Then I also have to do yoga every day. Pretty self-explanatory. Make my 2024 vision board, again self-explanatory. Post on TikTok more. I sporadically post on TikTok. It's like I post like 3, or like I don't post at all, and I want to just post on it more in the sense of like more like days, like not consistently. I don't want to have like a schedule, because I feel like TikTok is more of a sporadic platform, at least for me. But I do want to like pay it a little bit more attention than I tend to. And on a similar note, I have make my Instagram more aesthetic, because I have just like, I think aesthetics are so cool, and I just want my Instagram to look like more cohesive and like more like, not like color coordinated in like a strict sense, but like I just want it to like look better. I don't know what that entails. I don't know really how to do that, but I want to, you know, so that's on here. Then I have to have a 5-star read, because I feel like in 2023, I read a decent number of books, but I feel like it was more quantity over quality, and I want to, and that's not knocking any of the books I read, but I just want to like read more stuff that was like on my TBR. A lot of them were like random stuff I picked up, and there's a lot of children's books on there too, which kind of like flooded my Goodreads. I just want to like be able to look back at 2024. Oh my god, in 2025, that just really gave me a heart attack. I just want to look back on 2024 and 2025 reading wise and be like, that was a good reading year, you know? So I have that on here. Then I put to have better nutrition, because I just would like to have better nutrition in January and in 2024, just in general. Like, I really just gotta be better about it. That's kind of self-explanatory as well. And then no spend January, which I told you guys I was gonna add, and I just added. Those are my January goals. Again, like I said, mostly January is just gonna be about trying to relax, not be as anxious, get back into my creative pursuits and like all the things I want to accomplish that bring me joy, and doing them more full-time and more regularly, doing what I want to do. This is kind of like the time in my life where I can actually be selfish, and I haven't taken advantage of that since I've graduated. I've like jumped from job to job, and I haven't really just like taken a second and like been like, okay, what do I want, and like really taken advantage of that and given myself the time that everyone takes and the time that I deserve to take. So it's time to do that now. Better late than never for me, but that is kind of what January is going to be about for me. So I'm just very excited to see what January has in store. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this reset. Give it a thumbs up down below if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're not already. I promise I'm fun. And then comment down below what your goals are for January, or like your New Year's goals. If you guys have anything you want to like see me add into my reset routine for 2024, I'm always open to suggestions. And I will see you guys on Wednesday with another video. So later, Gators. Bye. And Happy New Year.